Okay, welcome everyone. For those new to my channel, just a bit of a backstory, a bit of context. I used to be a hoarder when I lived with my parents in my previous address to this apartment, and my bedroom was so full, in the end I didn't have room to sleep in there. So now that I've moved out, and you might think, oh, am I repeating the process? Yeah, no, I'm trying not to. So this is another video under the theme, or not theme. It's about trash, donate, or keep. And these items I'm going to show you will be trashed. It'll get more difficult as the video goes along. I'll show you why. I'm laughing about it. More difficult. So what I'm referring to is old newspaper clippings I used to keep. The latest generation, what is it, Gen Z? Gen Z? I think newspapers, what are they? Not online newspapers, newspapers, literally paper. So this is one about New Order, back in 2002. Is that when the date is? Yep, 2002. Yeah, they played at a gig called The Big Day Out. It's an annual event. I didn't go to see them that year. Yeah, so anyway, I've seen New Order since. I've seen them twice since, at least twice. Yeah, so yeah, this article can be trashed now that I'm keeping it on YouTube. If I miss it, I can read it back here. Okay, this is another article, a review on Erasure's album at the time, Other People's Songs. This article is dated February 21, 2003. So Erasure's one of my favourite UK bands. Not the favourite, but a favourite. So that's just a review of their that album at the time. Okay. But yeah, those that have watched my channel a long time know that my favourite UK act is the Pet Shop Boys, and here they are, also reviewed for their album at the time, Disco 3. The Pet Shop Boys. So yeah, there's a review of that album there. So yeah, so that's why it's going to get more difficult now, because the rest of the articles you're going to see, or I'm going to feature, are the Pet Shop Boys. Yeah, so much so some of the newspapers are going off colour. They look a little bit yellow. I know there's lots of information on the Pet Shop Boys and many other acts you love online, so I can part with these. It's just taking up space, and yeah, how often do I look back at them anyway? So here we go. So we'll start with some of the smaller clippings. This one's from a newspaper called The Age. A section called The Age Today. Yes, Tuesday, 21st of August 2001. Oh my gosh, 25 years ago. Crazy. And it's about, yeah, the remaining video is about the Pet Shop Boys. So if you're not interested in them, you can switch off now or find something else to watch. But Pet Shop Boys fans, stay with me. So this is featuring Neil Tennant. Oh, maybe it's just a quote, is it? I love bingo. I used to visit clubs in disguise and play. Oh, is that all? Okay, that was all. Yeah, it's a very long strip there, but the only part that I kept, my goodness, I kept even this little morsel. That goes to show how much of a Pet Shop Boys fan, I mean, I still am. But yeah, we don't need this anymore taking up space. Okay, another little slither of paper from the Age Applause section, Sunday 26th of July 1998, even earlier. This is the album at the time, the Pet Shop Boys, by various artists, 20th Century Blues. You can see there was only given 3 stars. We'll have to look up the reviewer if they're still alive. This one's a music chart from Sunday Age Agenda, 14th of April 2002. And I've circled there of the UK albums, under UK albums, number 7 at the time, the Pet Shop Boys album Release. Yes, if you're still watching and you're not a Pet Shop Boys fan, many bits of trivia about them. All their albums are one-word titles, so yeah, there you go. Release is a one-word title. Okay, this is the last of the smaller articles. The rest get a lot bigger. I mean, as in the page might be like A3 or A4 in size, but yeah, Petro Boys don't necessarily take up the whole space, but yeah, anyway, the size of the papers get larger from this point on. So this one's from a publication called Beat from June 11th, 1997. Gosh, we're even going even back further into the 90s. It just mentions there the title is Petro Boys Reinvent Themselves. What are they talking about? Anyway, it's probably to do with their, I think it's to do with their alternative album. I can see, maybe not. Anyway, I can have a look at that closer later. I mean, or here online on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's a little article of their pictured on the left is Chris Lowe and on the right Neil Tennant, for those who don't know their names. Okay, this one's lifted from Smash Hits magazine. I think it's defunct now, as far as I know. Yep, and naturally I've got a review of Petro Boys Liberation, one of their singles from their album Very. Again, another one-word album title. So that's it there. That's a little bit of the start of it. And it continues up here. There we go. And it was given 4 stars. I don't have the exact date of this Smash Hits page that I've kept, but yeah, if you Google Smash Hits publication, I think they're no longer in circulation. Well, not on paper form anyway. Okay, next, this is dated from a newspaper, the Herald Sun, Thursday, April 25th, 2002. And yeah, a bit of a pun title there, Boys to Mediocre Men, and it's their album release. So that's it there. Does it give it many stars? It's given 3 stars. So let me just get in there. Okay, this next one is one of the Petro Boys' now many compilation albums. This one's called Pop Art. Came as a double disc naturally. The first disc called Pop, and yes, the second album called Art. So yes, before you say it's technically, you could say it's a 2-worded album title, but no, individually it's Pop and Art. It just happens to be next to each other, Pop Art. Or maybe Pop Art, the word is considered a 1-word title. And this article is from LGBTIQ plus publication at the time called B News, dated 15th of January 2004. Again, I'm not sure if this publication is still running in paper form, maybe online form, but yeah. Let's see, a review of Pop Art. Looks like it's given 5 stars, so 5 out of 5, it seems. Very good. I would definitely agree. If you're new to the Petro Boys and you want to, listen to what they're all about, Pop Art is one of the many recommendations I can give you. Okay, in its original size, The Age, Saturday, 18th of May, 1996. Even earlier into the 90s we go, back in time. Those that used to read the Age newspaper in paper form know that this was the original size of the Age. Very huge. It was annoying for people who were selfish and read them on public transport with their arms outstretched and, yeah, no consideration of the people around them. The Age went through a condensed format at some point, and it was much smaller than this, the pages, but this is the original size of the Age. So yeah, the Petro Boys should be happy they've taken up half a page here. So yeah, it's called Pets on Parade, as you can see there. I'll just do this half. This is probably going to be annoying for me to read back at as well, isn't it? Because I've got this in landscape. Oh well, I probably won't read it word for word again. Yeah, if I was that fussed on keeping the articles, I would scan it, wouldn't I? Scan it to a digital folder or something like that. But yeah, there's plenty of information online about the Petro Boys. It's a nice colour photo, actually. Neil looks a little bit contemplative there. Those that know the Petro Boys, yeah, Chris Lowe doesn't mind not being in the spotlight. That's why he's got his back towards us, and subsequently he started to wear various sunglasses over his eyes. And yeah, Neil is the front man of the band, so Chris is happy to be in the background on his keyboards while Neil is in the front doing all the vocals, most of the vocals, and yeah, being the front man of the group. Oh, pardon me, that's my air fryer going off. Okay, this is another publication called Beat, December 11th, 1996. And again, out of the whole page, I've just highlighted this little part, which is Pet Shop Boys' single Bilingual, CD2. So it's one of their singles from the album called Bilingual. Again, you're thinking it's not a one-word title, but this is their singles. So their single releases are not necessarily one-word titles, but their album titles are. So it comes from the album Bilingual, but the single is called Single Bilingual. Not very confusing at all, is it? Okay, another classic shot of the back of Chris's head. So this one's from a publication called Eden Press, and it's from Wednesday the 7th of July 1999, and I've highlighted there in red which article is prominent. So Pet Shop Boys are coming. Pet Shop Boys are coming? Did they tour around that year? Anyway, so that says, I'm trying to keep my phone still so we can read it together. And it just finishes up here. Oh, this image is from their album Behavior. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, this article is again in the original format size of the Age, the Sunday Age, on May the 26th, 2002. A pun title, Boys Will Be Boys. As you can see there, another colour photo of them. Is Chris there? But he's... Gosh, that looks creepy, doesn't it? It's like something out of the Blair Witch Project. So Chris is facing away again with his back to us, and Neil is on the left. And yeah, it's a subline there. 16 years after West End Girls, the Pet Shop Boys are back and on song. Okay. So, I mean, I am a fan, but if you ask what was their album in 2002, I couldn't think of it immediately. But that's the article there. Again, yeah, I mean, I'm not overly fussed about every single word. Again, I'm filming this in landscape, so it's going to be hard to follow the article, isn't it? This has got I folded it so it's got an indentation in the middle of the article. Yeah, I mean, there was a time when obviously I was precious about this and keeping this article, and it's yellowing, but yeah, so that's a nice spread of an article for them there. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, this next one is from the Herald Sun from Thursday, February 13th, 2003. And it actually has my other favourite UK band, Erasure, there. Again, other people's songs, which, yeah, I've kept... I mean, I filmed a similar review already. So what was that given? Oh, only 1 star. Goodness. Alright, that's Erasure. And over here is the Pet Shop Boys, again, Disco 3 at the time. How many stars was this given? Ooh, 2.5. Harsh. Okay. There we go. Okay, another one from The Age, Sunday Age, September the 9th, 2001. Again, taking pun title, Brains, Looks and Lots of Money from their earlier single at the time, or when they first started their careers, from the album Please, Opportunities, Let's Make Lots of Money. So there we go. There's Chris in his original form, not wearing sunglasses and facing the camera. So Chris on the right and Neil on the left. Also, he liked to wear a lot of hats. His evolution is wearing hats, sunglasses, and not facing the camera. Or if he is facing the camera, yeah, he'd be wearing sunglasses. But in this case, my gosh, we can see his face. Yep. Okay. This is highlighting their Very album. one of their most popular albums, one of their number one albums as well in the UK. I can't speak for the rest of the world. Again, this is, I've got the fold here right in the middle, isn't it? It's a bit hard to read. But again, yeah, I'm not super precious. I mean, you can say I am because I'm bothering to film this, but I'm not going to, lose sleep not being able to read this article word for word, especially the way I'm recording it. So, whoop. There we go. Laughing all the way to the bank. Okay, this article is in press, 4th of August 1999. It's not specifically about the Pet Shop Boys. It's as a heading there, Wayne G and Stuart Who. I presume that's them. I don't know which is who. But in red, I have highlighted the Pet Shop Boys mention. So yeah, I was that much of a fan that I would even keep or have kept articles where Pet Shop Boys aren't the main feature of the article, and wherever they've mentioned, whenever they are mentioned, I have kept the article. So there we go. Yes, what a revelation. Okay, interestingly, from this newspaper, I assume it's from the Herald Sun, but it doesn't have a date. So just going by the imagery here of that's an image from their song, the cover song of the Village People song Go West. So I assume it's around the time of the album Very. So again, it's a double spread page article there. I think it's from the Herald Sun, as far as I can tell. So yeah, there we go. Pet Sounds is the title. Again, pun title, dad jokes. Okay, this newspaper, The Sun, I think it's one of the vacations I had in London. So this is the Sun publication in London, Saturday, September 25th, 1999. And it's their source, West End Boys, a take on their first single called West End Girls. So yeah, so that's that article there. People used to say we'd only last 3 years, but we had other plans. That's cool. All right, yeah, so Neil on the left, there we go. Chris in his later evolution of wearing hats or beanies and sunglasses and looking quite grumpy. Not much emotion on their faces. Okay, this one's another one from the Herald Sun on Thursday, May 16, 2002, and the little part of the Pet Shop Boys here, just move the page across a little bit, is again the Pet Shop Boys, and it's their music DVD called Montage. So there we go. I think that's one concert I didn't see. Yeah. Understandably, most of their concerts are based in England or the UK, England, same thing, isn't it? London or Europe, surrounding European cities. They have been to Melbourne several times, but yeah, I can't boast for a fan that is based in their home city. Yeah, I wish I could have seen more of their concerts, but some of them didn't tour the rest of the world, like especially down to Australia. So Montage is one concert I didn't see in person. This is another one from Herald Sun on Thursday, January 31, 2002. Has an image there of the late great George Michael. Of course he was alive and well at the time. Here we go, Shady Days, the Pet Shop Boys. So that's a little tidbit about them. And Pity the Fool from Mr. T. So yeah. Okay, this one another article from Beat, Wednesday the 28th July 1999. And yeah, it's from their Nightlife album, or their Nightlife album period, where they dressed up with wigs and both wearing sunglasses. Neil's getting in on the act there. So yeah, Neil on the left, Chris on the right. Okay, this is another article aimed at the market of the or the populace of the LGBTIQ plus community, is called MCV. I believe it's that short for Melbourne Community Voice. So that's August the 3rd, 2001. And it's an article about, yes, the Pet Shop Boys, naturally. There, Chris with his back to us again. Does he have his back to us? Yeah, kind of on the side. It's about the Pet Shop Boys re-releases. So their first, I think, 6 albums or so were re-released. Subsequently, more of their studio albums have been re-released. So that's the article there. Long, skinny article. Yeah, not only a great marketing tool, you know, when artists do re-release their studio albums, it also has an opportunity to catch new fans that want to, yeah, check out a band, but they haven't been collecting their albums in real time. They can do so with their re-releases. With the Pet Shop Boys, they were often re-releases double discs, so from single album disc to double discs. The second disc usually featuring B-sides and demos and possibly extended versions and things like that. So there we go. Okay, we're more than halfway there. Not necessarily the duration of this video, but the number of articles I've got left to preserve online forever. This one's from the Herald Sun, Thursday, March 28, 2002. Again, another image of the late great George Michael there. Okay, so this is one about charts, clearly. And I've highlighted, yep, of course, Home and Dry there by the Pet Shop Boys. This is the UK singles chart. So, not too bad there at number 14, Home and Dry. And yes, I've even reminded myself that it's about PSB. Probably just wrote that so that I can, yeah, refine the little tidbit easier. Here we go. Okay, so there's another one from Beat Magazine on, oh, there we go, I've written it, 15th of May 2002, and it is about the Pet Shop Boys. What are they reviewing? Oh, up here. Oh, no, sorry, it's not a DVD review, it's their album release. There we go, sorry, up here. Where am I looking? I'm getting all confused. Oh, here, sorry. There we go, the Pet Shop Boys release, yes. So that's it there. And yep, a little skinny article there. Yep, and me writing the Pet Shop Boys if I didn't need to be reminded already from the heading there. Okay. Okay, this one I haven't noted the publication source or the date, but we're looking at Pet Shop Boys Somewhere. So yep, that's a little. Again, you're thinking, gosh, you are such a fan that you've kept this little, what's that, under 25 word tidbit and circled it in red. Yep, that's why it's being trashed now. Better late than never. Okay, this article is from Beat Magazine, page 27, but I don't have the date, but that's right. We've got the Pet Shop Boys here, again circled in red. What are we looking at here? Yep, Chris Lowe on the left there. Oh, no sunglasses, but he's wearing a cap. So this is, what are we looking at there? Anyway, we can read it there. The late great David Bowie just below them. Oh, David Bowie's got a bit of a article there underneath. Yeah, those know they've collaborated on Hello Space Boy, probably at least one of their collaborations. Okay, this one is from the Age Entertainment Guide. What date? Oh, there we go. Friday, the 1st of October, 1993. And the title is Red Square Flips to Twitch Time. Oh, yep, Chris having some funky sunglasses there, but not over his eyes. So yeah, it's quite a lengthy article there. Being that Moscow style architecture would have been lifted from their Very album, particularly Go West, was filmed in that area of Russia. Okay, this one's from the Herald Sun, Thursday, March 29, 2007. This is where I saw them. They were promoting their Fundamental album, and they played at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl. Yes, it's called the Sydney Myer Music Bowl in Melbourne. Sydney actually spelled S-I-D-N-E-Y, not S-Y-D-N-E-Y. Yeah, so definitely with the top hat. Well, not a top hat, a hat like that, I think. Is it called a top hat as well? Yeah, it's definitely the imagery from Fundamental. It's a two-sided article, so that's on the other side on page 11. Same date, obviously. There's Chris Lowe Blurry, which he probably doesn't mind at all. Likes to be, well, I wouldn't say anonymous, but yeah, his image, he doesn't mind it if it's obscured in any way compared to Neil. Okay, this one from the Herald Sun, Wednesday, 4th of April 2007. It's an image of the concert I just mentioned, the Fundamental concert, promoting the album Fundamental at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl. So Brit Pet's back in the groove. I wasn't sitting that close, but from memory I had a seat. There's limited seating at the Sydney Myer Music Bowl. It's a amphitheatre, open air amphitheatre style venue. So if you miss out on a seat, you end up, which I really despise, on the lawn section of the venue. So yeah, there's the promotion for it there at the time. You can see the sticker or the oval stickers that say all remaining lawn tickets $60, trying to offload those. But yeah, from memory I had a seat. I would have seen them if I had a lawn. If I was relegated to the lawn, I still would have gone and seen them, but I think I got early enough that I managed to get a seat. It was only by myself, so I only needed to book one ticket. Okay, you may be wondering why I've got this Please Keep sticker. When I lived with my dad, I don't know if he still is, he was an Age subscriber for the Age newspaper, and naturally I'd let him have a look at the Age first, and once he'd finished with it, before he put it in recycling, I wanted to tell him there was, something I wanted to keep, so I would mark it like this so he would know to put it aside for me or that I would collect it later. So, a call for restraint. This is from... Is it from The Age? I assume it's from The Age, yeah, because I said he was an Age subscriber. This is from March 25th, 2007. So Neil Tennant explains why verbal acrobatics are overrated. So that's images from their single Minimal. So what album was that from? Oh, it's testing me. I can't remember the album name. Minimal. M-I-N-I-M-A-L. Minimal. Anyway, yeah. It'll probably come to me after, won't it? But yeah, that's an article there. Again, yep, we've got Chris Lowe in fully evolved form there with a cap and sunglasses. Not sure what publication, but this is from... Oh no, there it says it right there, sorry. The Sunday Age. On June the 4th, 2006. And pick of the week. 4 stars, Fundamental. I do like Fundamental very much, that album. It is quite politically charged in its messaging, but that's okay. Pet Shop Boys make it still very much ear candy, I think. Despite, yeah, it's purposely looking quite ominous there with them. You can hardly see them there. They're almost swallowed up by the darkness there in shadow. And, yep, Chris again in fully evolved form there with sunglasses. Fundamental. Okay, 2 more articles to go, and 2 more pieces of paper are not articles. I'll explain that in a moment. This one is from the Age Entertainment Guide from Friday the 12th of November 1993, and on this side we've got, where are they? It's a review of their album Very. You can see there I've made sure that I was aware of that. It probably just is this, yeah, this part here, reviewed by Chris Beck. Yep. So that's the article there. Again, yeah, I have some albums that I like more than others of the Pet Shop Boys, but Very is very up there. Oh, it's very much up there with Very. Very, very extraordinary. Actually, I thought there was one more article, but I don't see where the Pet Shop Boys are mentioned anywhere here. I don't see any of my handwritten indication of that. So maybe that's it in terms of the... yeah. Oh no, there they are. There they are. Found them. Okay, so this is from the Herald Sun on Thursday, the 2nd of February 2006. And what's it? Pet Shop Boys. Pet Shop Boy gives okay. It's a weird headline. So it's a little short article there. Okay, the last two pieces of paper are to do with the application for their Pet Shop Boys fan club renewal. I've just blotted out my dad's address for his privacy there in black permanent marker. This fan club is no longer in effect. I've clearly chopped out certain parts of it already as well. This is before today. So yes, it was called the Pet Shop Boys Club, where you received a publication called Literally, which now has moved on to a publication called Annually, but the fan club aspect of it has since ceased. So yeah, there's just information there on how to order, and again, yeah, mentioning the Literally publication there. 34.5 pounds? Crikey. So, yeah. So that's that there. Wow, that was a marathon even for me. So how long is this video so far? Crikey, over half an hour. Cut. Thanks for watching till the end. If you're a Pet Shop Boys fan as well, rock on.